Hi, today we're going to cook Indian food and I'm going to prepare some naan. It's Indian bread, usually cooked in a special oven called a tandoor. But since everybody doesn't have any tandoor at home, so I'm just going to cook it another way. So what you need today is a bowl, some yogurt, some yeast, dry yeast, and all-purpose flour, some salt, and also you need a glass to mix the yeast. So for the yeast, what you need is just a bit of water, but it should be lukewarm, around 110 degrees Fahrenheit. So just put that in the glass, a bit of sugar inside the water, and the dry yeast is this, it's like a granule of beige company. So you can find that usually at your grocery store or any good food store. So you put that inside, just mix it together. And then let it sit for a while. It takes about maybe 5 minutes to start to develop. All you need is some yogurt. So about half a cup of yogurt, and then just a bit of salt, so about a teaspoon of salt, and some oil. So you can take any oil. I use olive oil, but you can use any other oil. And take about 2 tablespoons. Take your flour, put that inside, and now we just wait until the yeast is ready. It's not ready yet. The yeast is going to be ready when it's foaming on top. So let's take a break and have a coffee, and we come back when the yeast is ready. So now the coffee was good, and now the yeast is ready. As you can see, there is some foam on top of the yeast. So you just take that and pour everything inside. So it's pretty wet, so just mix it with a spoon or a fork. And then you have to, with flour, it's always tricky because you have always to adjust the recipe. The recipe is never right. It depends on the type of flour you use. So as you can see, it's pretty wet. So what we'll do is just add some flours to try to have the right consistency. Just, let's say, a pinch of flour and try to mix it with your hands. I'm going to add a bit more flour. Probably now it's a quarter of a cup extra. So now, if you look at it, it's still soft, but not too soft. So we're gonna let it sit for about 6 hours. So we have to cover it with plastic and let it rise. With a plastic films, and you should take a large bowl because the flour will rise quite a bit, so it will probably double in volumes. So we're gonna wait about 6 hours. It should be. Depends also the temperature of your room. Okay, now it's about 6 to 7 hours later, and as you can see, the volume has almost triple in size. Okay, so now you just take some flour, just enough to cover your hands and the plate, and just again mix it. Take a small ball of dough, put some flour on top, and I start on the plates, usually easier. And when it's about the right size, just do like the Indian. So you need some practice. I don't have the right technique, but and then that's it. So since we don't have any oven, I find a way that's pretty good, and it's just a plate, a steel plate. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. So I just put that on top of the stove, lit the gas underneath, and wait until it's pretty warm. So when it's ready, you just flap it on top of the plate, and that's it. And wait until it's cooked.
How long about?
Oh, it's about 3 to 4 minutes maximum. So now its plate is medium hot, but later on it's going to be quicker. So you just use a spatula and wait. So you can cook two on the same, on this plate. So you can look underneath and starting to have a nice color. So flip it. We can wait a bit. It's a bit. This one is nicer, nice golden color. And now you coat with clarified butter, and voila, bon appétit.